So I've been saving this video for fall, and you're going to understand why in a second. And this fly is one of my top secret flies when I'm out streamer fishing out there in the cold weather. Alright, let's get into it. Welcome back everybody, my name is Carson. If you don't know me, I've been fly fishing for the past 10 plus years, including competitive fly fishing. And in this week's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a really unique streaming pattern that I've discovered, and it's actually been pretty successful for me when I'm out there, either if I'm just stripping in streamers or if I'm just swinging them in the current. Alright, besides that, let's get right into it. So again, this fly is very unique. You're not going to need a bobbin. You're not going to need thread at all. This fly is called Edwards tie a knot fly. And I'll list the YouTube video down below. It's very unique. Alright, besides that, let's get right into how to tie this fly. Tie this fly. I don't know. We're tying knots. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to need is some sort of, I'm using yarn. I just basically, only thing I did is just stripped it apart. And I'm using kind of like a brown trout type color. I have a white and a light brown color, like a sucker spawn color to it. And then actually, a lot of people use flash, things like that. But I use Christmas tinsel, and it's worked pretty well for me when I'm tying this fly. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is to tie a knot in the middle of this yarn, and it's just a simple overhand knot. So I'm going to do that really quick. I'm going to put it into fast video, and I'm going to do the same for the other piece, and then we're actually going to start creating the fly. And then also too, I like to twist in the middle really quick, just to make sure that the knot tying process is a bit easier. Alright, so now both parts of the fly, there's a big knot in the middle of it. Alright, so we're going to take the brown piece first. We're going to take the hook off of the vise, and this is just a standard hook. I mean, I probably used this hook a long time ago, and I'm just using it for the example of this video. And we're just basically just hooking that end of the shank of the hook there and hooking it into that knot. Alright, so we hooked our first knot there, just like that, onto the hook. Alright, now we got the first part on. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to get some of this tinsel. So the only thing that we're going to do now is just get some of this tinsel. It's really hard to see here. I have an overhand knot just ready to tie down here. And I'm going to get the shank of the hook here. And we're just going to just tie our overhand knot here. There we go. Just right at the shank of the hook. Right at the bend of the hook. And then we're just going to cut it off right where the tail of that fly is. It looks kind of rough right now, but that's kind of the beginning of the fly there. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to hook our next piece here, the white piece. And there you go everybody. This fly is definitely unique, but it does catch a lot of fish. And we're going to show this on the vise really quick so you can just get a better look. Alright everybody, so there you go. There's our streamer fly for today. Extremely simple. And it kind of looks a little silly. We can add some design to it too. Just add some gills to it. And I'm just going to do that really quick right now. And you could do many things with this fly. Just going to add a little bit to this side. And there we go. Kind of a quick little detail there. And that just adds some translucence to the fly a little bit. And this fly is extremely effective for all sorts of freshwater fish, even saltwater fish. I can imagine that you could probably make something for saltwater. And I tend to use this fly during the fall season. So the thing about this fly too, I want to talk a little bit on how to fly fish this fly. And honestly, when I first thought about it, or even saw a video on it, it looks so silly. And I was just amazed to see how effective this fly is, because most of the time a trout's instinct And if it's a small fish, it's going to nip the tail, definitely. But most of the time, they're going to aim for the head of the fly. And I like to put most of the flash or the most of the color up front, then the back. So naturally they'll hit that first, and then the hook will be right there. And I like to swing this fly personally. I like to swing in heavy current, riffles, runs, pools, anything else like that. But also during the warm water months, man, this is definitely a killer for bass, pickerel, all sorts of pike, just all sorts of predatory fish that'll just eat this. And you could definitely do it in different colors, variations. You can add some eyes to it if you would like. And honestly, if you don't have this in your fly box and you're streamer fishing during the fall season when the suckers or the trout spawns start happening and things like that, you're gonna be missing out. Alright, thank you everybody for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you really enjoyed watching this video and you want to watch more, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. Until then, I'll see everybody next time, and as always, stay fishy.